With the coronavirus cases worldwide surpassing 4 million and deaths over 200,000, hundreds of countries within Latin America and the Caribbean region continue to feel the economic squeeze. A recent estimate by the Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean predicts a massive shrink in economies in the region, the worst to ever present itself in the last century. Even though the pandemic is common among the member states, they all have uniquely devised responses specifically tailored to respond to the situation within their territories. Nonetheless, Director of the Pan American Health Organization, Dr. Carissa Etienne, during a virtual press briefing on Tuesday, made a call for countries to strengthen their contributions to their health care systems.
PAHO continues to coordinate the response across countries, but we call on national and local health authorities to work even more closely together to contain the spread of the virus and support health systems' capacity. Several nations, including some in our region, have shown that the caseload can be contained with strong surveillance and detection, coordinated public health and preventive action, contact tracing, and surge of the health system capacity.
She added that at this desperate phase of the pandemic, financial resources are needed to help people cope with the economic impacts of staying home or being out of a job.
The disruption caused by COVID-19 have shaken our economies to their core. The Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, ECLAC, estimates that our region faces a contraction of some 5.3% this year in the economy. That is the biggest drop in over 100 years, and it is even worse than the Great Depression. The value of exports is expected to fall by 15%, impacting many countries in Latin America and the Caribbean that rely on exporting commodities.
Pointing to the sharp rise in unemployment across the region that has already pushed families into poverty, the PAHO director noted that it is forecasted that 29 million more people in Latin America and the Caribbean region will find themselves below the poverty line, and a majority will be women. The path to recovery and reducing the duration of the pandemic, Dr. Etienne opined, is primarily based on the health sector.
Only when countries have controlled transmission will they be in a position to implement a well-planned, cautious transition period. During this time, countries should continue to focus on health, strengthening surveillance systems, monitoring health services, and rapidly responding to any resurgence of the virus, while also devising ways to stimulate our region's economy and address poverty.
As of May 11, 2020, a total of 20,779 people have died due to the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic in Latin America and the Caribbean. The country with the highest number was Brazil, reporting 11,123 deaths. Temika Rodney reporting for the HGB Nightly News.